Cesar uses rabbits to provide a test for Oscar's fierce prey drive.
You see how he's getting ready? The curiosity is fine, it's just he's puffing up. Most of the time when they're doing that, the next step is to move in for the kill. Almost done, guys. So, hey. That's when Oscar showed the true colors. That's when he showed I'm actually a killer.
Each week, the Dog Whisperer production offices are flooded with submission videos from frustrated dog owners.
She has jumped in our fire pit, she's burned her front paws, she melted her whiskers.
Nothing works.
The show's producers screen the tapes to determine which dogs to select for the show. But there's one important person who doesn't watch the tapes, Cesar Millan.
It's a rare exception that Cesar would view the audition tapes because he doesn't want to know what he's walking into. He likes to form his own opinion based on the behavior of the dog, and certainly doesn't want our opinion of what the dog's problem is.
When you meet me for the first time, that's all I know about you. But this particular case, my producers asked me to watch this tape because they felt that there's an emergency that needed to be attended.
The tape concerned a pit bull named Oscar. His owners, Renee and Sebastian Bea, were expecting their first child and running out of time.
We didn't know if we were going to be able to do Oscar's story, but because Renee was pregnant, we wanted to give them some kind of advice. Cesar happened to be in the office one evening, and so we showed him the videotape.
I watched the tape, which is about a baby to be born and a dog that is afraid of children and possibly can bite a kid. And in my opinion, it's an urgent situation.
Oscar, come!
Oscar is the second pit bull that Renee and Sebastian have adopted. They already had success with their first one, Lola.
I think we wanted a playmate for Lola. I had a friend tell me once that your second child is that very foolish decision you make because the first child is just so well behaved. Oscar, kiss. He was very popular on our block in Manhattan just because he was such a ham.
The two pit bulls even won the affection of Renee's sister, Nikki.
I wasn't the biggest dog person at that time, but it was about a day and a half, and then I was hooked with them because they're so cute.
When I first noticed Oscar's fear of children, there was a little girl wanted to pet the dogs. She had her little bone. She was trying to tell Oscar to sit, and he was hiding behind me. And then she came a little closer, and he growled. And to be honest, I was really surprised because he had been fine with kids. He seemed calm until a child pet him. A couple weeks later, I took Oscar to the vet, and same thing happened when a little girl tried to pet him. And he growled and he bared his teeth, and this time it was a lot stronger of a reaction. For some reason, things in the bathroom definitely tend to scare him.
Oscar also seemed afraid of various objects, including baby dolls, so the Beas brought in a trainer.
This trainer observed Oscar's nose flushing, his ears flicking, things that were subtle that we never noticed. And she pointed out these are stressors.
A year after adopting Oscar, Sebastian and Renee moved across the country to the San Francisco Bay Area. Oscar's behavior with kids continued to concern them.
We used a lot of counter-conditioning to certain things he would be afraid of.
Good boy.
And he learned a lot of really cute tricks, but it was never sufficient to go to a playground or go to a setting where we could expose him to children.
At that point, the Beas learned that Renee was pregnant.
It was, obviously great news, and we were very excited. But unfortunately, it put a timetable on Oscar.
We were always afraid that Oscar might bite. And so we set the poor dog up with a doll that opens and closes her eyes.
first I was hopeful when we were showing the doll to Oscar that he would just be fearful and flee, but then he didn't eventually snap. A child could do something that could set him off unintentionally, and it's very hard to break Oscar out of that kind of zone.
With preparations for the baby well underway, the Bayes rushed their audition tape to the Dog Whisperer offices.
We had already started talking to our veterinarian about putting Oscar down. We really had hit a dead end.
And Nikki already had her flight booked to say goodbye to Oscar.
I would have flown from anywhere to say goodbye to Oscar because he's such a loving dog. To know that this magnificent, just handsome little dog needs to be put to sleep was devastating. He just doesn't deserve it. He deserves a lot more than that.
Got to where he attacks the toy. So right there, he pulled himself back a little bit. He saw the eye contact?
Right.
Once Cesar saw the tape and realized that Renee was due in less than 2 months, he really saw an urgency.
And so when they pulled her away from, then he saw an opportunity to attack. Okay. Which that's what most of the time people do. So there's definitely, they need our assistance right away.
When Cesar called, it was, it's kind of like the call we were waiting for, and we didn't know if the phone was going to ring, but when it did, it all made sense.
This is Cesar Millan.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Oh, pretty good.
We recognized the voice. That's our Friday night date. Every Friday night is the Dog Whisperer.
Well, I watched the tape, and I would like to offer my help.
So my producers will get in contact with you.
So this way you can have a nice delivery.
With no tension, and at the same time, we're going to be working with Oscar.
Oh, thank you so much.
We've been told you're the only person who can. Wish you could see the smiles on our faces.
Well, thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it, and thanks for your trust. And don't worry about Oscar.
Okay, awesome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, guys.
All right.
For me, it was a really peaceful moment. It was, I don't know, just lifted this huge weight. Bye.
20 days later, a Dog Whisperer crew member arrives to pick up Oscar. After a 340-mile drive, he will arrive at the Dog Psychology Center to begin his rehabilitation.
You're gonna do great, buddy.
See you later, buddy. All right, have fun. Be good. We'd really love for Cesar to be able to give Oscar his confidence back so that he can handle situations and not go into complete fear and aggression when something comes up that he doesn't understand.
Hey. I knew that he was nervous towards blow dryers. I knew he was nervous about household objects. If you have a dog that's just nervous, it's not such a big problem. Hey! But when you have a dog that is aggressive in another area, that is the problem here.
As Cesar introduces Oscar to his pack, he learns of an incident that occurred on the trip. When Oscar was introduced to a Chihuahua that accompanied the crew, he suddenly showed signs of aggression.
So he was a little more aggressive with the little ones? They had a problem with little dogs, but they never told me that. I actually found out when Oscar arrives.
Now Cesar knows he'll need to deal with Oscar's aggression towards small animals. But since children are his main concern, Oscar's rehab sessions include older kids who have experience in handling dogs.
He's definitely amazing with anybody that is 4 feet tall, really, really good. Any dog that is not small dog, absolutely fantastic. So those are his qualities. Those are something that we should take in consideration. And now we're going to use dolls that look like babies because we can't use real babies. So my instincts say begin with the big baby. And I'm gonna bring him here. There you go. Right here. So there, see it? If he was aggressive towards the doll, he would have launched right away. When I observed his video, the owners were definitely trying to mimic like a real child with a leash on. At one point, he said, I don't want to meet him. But then they keep moving forward. That's when they trap him. And that's when you saw the launching. So his behavior, he's keeping distance. Distance is fantastic. Distance is good. Distance is healthy. So he's maintaining very submissive state. That's the Oscar that the owner knows the most. So I'm gonna bring a different baby here. Bring it down. See, he's not aggressive. He just walks away. There, that's better. Curious, little sniffed. That's good. Don't show your booty. Uncertain. Good boy. That's a good boy. That's good. Also, there is better. See, the reason why I tap right now like that is because he was getting excited, also anxious. That's what he's licking his chops. Yeah, that's the anxiety. What do I do with him? Normally, I don't know how to behave calmly with it. So by me doing this, I actually help him to snap him out of him. There you go. Good. That's why I always say, teach children no touch, no talk, no eye contact. Look at these dolls are actually following the rules. No, that's fine.
But real children don't always follow the rules, and that leads to another phase of Oscar's rehabilitation.
So today we are presenting Oscar with almost like a party, and we invite a lot of kids. Before we do anything psychological, meaning becoming more comfortable with kids, that's a mental thing, I always make sure he exercises, so he's in a calm state. And what I have done in the past is Kaylee and I, we come here, and she gets to watch him on the treadmill. There you go. Did you love him? And it gives him a chance to experience the baby close, in a close proximity. There you go. Hey, no, that's fine. All those sounds are very important to really see, what makes them nervous. Very good, Mr. Hunter. All right, so this is doing good. Now we're gonna go inside. I always bring a role model for him to imitate the behavior, so I'm gonna bring Daddy. Right there. Hold on, you can hold, wait. Shh. See, he gets nervous if you come on this side. That's what he's doing. It was not until a child became close to Oscar that he felt trapped. And then any trapped animal is going to respond fight-flight. A predator is going to more likely fight. Dogs are predator. Just have it right there in your lap. There you go. Very nice. That's right. So the point of this exercise is if the kid doesn't come to him, he doesn't have a problem with him. If he was aggressive with kids, any movement, any sound, as we have seen with little dogs or little animals, as you can see his excitement. But this is, what we want. This is what Daddy does, Obviously not ready to be left off the leash. Oscar doesn't have a problem with children over than 5 years of age. He follows them, he's comfortable, he plays with them. He has a problem with children who are under 5 years of age. He doesn't have a problem with babies. So it will be from 2 years of age to 5. This is the problem that he has because this is when humans are exploring. This is when our babies need to be taught how to lead a dog.
There's also the problem of Oscar's behavior around small animals.
That's when Oscar show the true colors. That's when he show, I'm actually a killer. Now, avoidance is not good either. If he looks at them and then walked away, which that's what he did right now, that to me is not a good sign. That means he can snap or he can just say, well, I want to relate now in a fighting matter. I want to go after you.
Cesar uses rabbits to provide a test for Oscar's fierce prey drive.
curiosity is fine, it's just he's puffing up. Most of the time when they're doing that, the next step is to move in for the kill. Almost done, guys. Sorry, hey. So Oscar is a work in progress. You know, he needs more time. I'll be able to work more consistently with him and expose him more often to the situation. Right now, he's just learning how to be with the dolls, and he has been with the rabbits. It's a slow process, you know, because I want to make sure that he's 100% rehabilitated.
By this time, Renee Bea gave birth to their newest family member, a baby girl named Maria Sol. Renee and Sebastian's other dog, Lola, is easily adapting to the baby's presence. But with Oscar still struggling to control his prey drive, Cesar must make a difficult decision.
The reason why Oscar is not ready to go back to any family, not just this family, any family, is because the risk of him hurting himself or hurting somebody is too high.
Cesar proposes an exchange with the Beas. He will keep Oscar as a member of his pack and continue to work with him. In return, the Beas will get Sinjin, a black lab who, along with his packmate Cujo, had been the subject of an earlier Dog Whisperer story. When their owner's physical problems left her unable to care for either dog, it was time to find them new homes.
We saw Sinjin on TV, and he seemed really sweet and playful, and we're hoping it's a really good match for Lola. But I'll admit, I cried like a baby. I was still, will always mourn the loss of my canine soulmate. It was just a finality, but it's a much better finality than ending his life.
So we are at Sinjin new house. What we're doing is we're exchanging Oscar for Sinjin, because Oscar was not a good fit for this home. And Sinjin is definitely going to be the perfect match for this home. So I'm going to meet this girl right here. Her name is Lola, with a very nice, glamorous pink outfit, so we can check social skills. Okay. Not good. No, that's not good. You should not greet humans like that. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, my Lord. Aren't you gonna have fun, Mr. Sinjin? Look at that. We know Sinjin for a couple of weeks. He's the typical happy-go-lucky Labrador, and this is a happy-go-lucky pit bull, and we don't want two excited source of energies in one place. So it's very important that one calms down or the both calm down. So let's go bring the dog.
For this crucial introduction, Lola will be meeting not only Sinjin, but two other members of Cesar's pack.
I think it's only fair to see how she reacts to my balanced pack. And if they have a perfect dog, they have a perfect dog. But in reality, they had an excited dog. This behavior that we're seeing and experiencing has nothing to do with aggression. It's a typical conversation from a dominant territorial point of view. We needed to remove that layer of excitement, and then I claimed the space and let them know that I was going to control the interaction. And so after that, then we got to see the loving Lola, you know, the friendly Lola, the social Lola. What you're seeing is these dogs are not here to take over. They're just here analyzing my home. Then she goes into a playful state. She's really liking the guys. Every time you have a pit bull or a Rottweiler or a very powerful breed, It's very important to check social skills. Extremely important, not just with humans, but also with dogs. Look at this baby. Shh. Hey. The guys are playing. She is taking it from a different point of view. See? Hey. Shh. So what that says is this family did not just have problems with Oscar, they also have problems with Lola. They don't see those little things.
When the other two dogs are removed from the yard, it's time for Lola and St. John to begin bonding with each other.
Oh, yes, this is beautiful. They're getting along well. Now they're touching into the excited, submissive state. That you saw how they were prancing to the side and looking from the side and doing this thing. That is acceptance. That is beautiful. And I knew that was going to happen. Hey, guys. Finally, nice to meet you.
I know.
How are you? You're pretty tall. You didn't look tall on the video, man. You lied to me. How are you, ma'am?
Give you a hug.
Thank you, Jess. Is she awake?
She's waking up, so we might get a grump here soon.
Aw.
But this is Maria Sol.
Maria Sol, mira qué bonito nombre. Oh, fantastic. Well, I wanna, before we talk about Oscar,
Sure.
I want you to experience, St. John. You can change the name, he doesn't care. and you probably will, right? And Lola and St. John are the same energy-wise, but their playfulness can take over people's inexperience, and then they go from excited submissive, which is happy-go-lucky, to excited dominant.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay?
Got
So
it.
very important that we address that right away.
Okay.
Every dog that is using natural common sense never approach a female with her puppies excited. Always approach very gentle. So we want to tell dogs, the way you would approach puppies, I want you to approach my child. Don't jump on my child. Just be gentle with my child. So remember, he's gonna be attracted to sound. He's gonna be attracted. This is beautiful. I love it. That's right. Because he's saying something is happening here. That's the beauty of a submissive mind. Submissive mind wants to help. Always. So when they are crying on the crib, love it. That, that can harm. Even though she's interested to try to help, just her nails can just harm.
Yeah.
And that aspect, St. John had a better understanding about how to deal with the under stress moment.
Right.
And her, she just deal excited. So we have to regulate the excitement because excitement can also hurt.
Right.
How does she feel now?
She feels good. Maria Sol. Meet Cesar.
Hi, baby. How are you? Good? I love that tongue thingy. Then we went inside the house because I wanted to see what the rules and the boundaries and the limitations are at home. This is where the dogs have to be the most calm, submissive dog.
Back. Sit.
I like the ritual, that Renee has for feeding purposes. And I like how she has divided the crates. It's very important to avoid eye contact during feeding time. As my mom would say, you can't fight with your brothers and sisters about food. It's when we feed all the dogs at the same time, we never, ever feed an excited dog.
Yeah.
We always feed the calmest dog in the pack.
So we can take advantage then of if St. John reaches that state first.
He becomes the source.
He gets to eat, and she has to wait until she gets there.
This is great.
I think you like your bed, St. John.
Oh, he likes it. He didn't complain about it. So what's his new name? Do you know?
Zorro.
Antonio Banderas Zorro or which Zorro?
Yeah.
He looks like Antonio Banderas.
Adventure Zorro. He's handsome. He's gonna have a lot of adventures here, and we're a Latino family, so you need a Latino name. This neighborhood is full of black labs, so we joked that, St. John will give Lola a little bit of street credibility here.
So by having St. John in the house, a pit bull, Lola, get to have that inner conversation from people because they're not gonna focus so much on Lola anymore, right? They're just gonna say, wow, Lola lives with a Labrador, so she's a good dog then. She was a good dog already. It's just now she's with a Labrador.
When we adopted 2 pit bulls, we really wanted these dogs to be ambassadors to the breed, and in his own way, Oscar changed a lot of hearts and a lot of minds. He may not have been the perfectly balanced dog that we worked to try and make him, but we know a lot of people in our lives that after meeting Oscar and his incredible affection, decided, you know, someday they want to own a pit bull too.
I am the dog whisperer.